Can I ask the parents to please rise? All parents and graduates, can you please stand up and rise? Thank you. Can we give a big hand? All the parents are here. They are the reason why these young men and women are wearing clothes. Can I ask the faculty to stand up, to rise? Can we give a big hand for them? We are also the reason why young men and women are going to receive a diploma this afternoon. And now, before don't take your seats, please, can I ask the graduates to rise and face your parents and teachers? Graduates, can I ask you to rise and face your parents and teachers? Can you say in unison, thank you, parents and teachers? One to really go. Thank you so much. You can take your seats. Alam niyo, sa kasalan, meron tinatawag natin na best man, right? Best man. But the best man cannot substitute the groom. Pero sa admission ceremonies, pwede. And so, when your chancellor was told his first choice as your speaker begged off due to conflict of schedule, nagpanik siya. On very short notice, he forced me to be your baccalaureate speaker today. Naawa naman ako sa kanya, and accepted, knowing that I am indeed the best man. The best. Pangalawa lang po. Kala ko best na talaga. Pala pangalawa lang ako. Substitute lang for a baccalaureate speaker. But I am very, very happy indeed and very thankful to accept it because I have the chance to deliver a very important message to you graduates. Salamat po, Councilor Reyes. Now, pardon me for deviating from the traditional biblical or Quranic references in my baccalaureate message today. Not that I am a non-believer, as you might mistakenly suspect. I assure you, I am as pious or religious as you are. But I thought there is a far more urgent nothing to tell the young like you, graduates today. One that will resonate in the next 6 years and beyond, I wish. It's about the landslide framework for change, or pagbabago. Call it mem, call it M-territory, hyperbole, or G-pen call. No matter. It has made a deep imprint on the Filipino psyche. It has threaded the fabric of those in the corridors of power. It ever catapulted a local mayor to the presidency of our dear republic. And it may well have reshaped the political landscape of the country for a generation. Whether it is for good or not, only history will judge. Ngayon ang tanong, what is in store for us in the foreseeable future? Ano kaya mangyayari? We have elected, we have agreed, change is coming, pagbabago. Ang tanong, ano kaya mangyayari sa atin in the foreseeable future? I am not a political pundit, nor a crystal gazer to foretell what lies ahead. I can only guarantee to you there will be more twists and turns in the transition and even after. Skeptics and cynics won't cease to second guess what comes out from the lips of our incoming leader. In turn, passionate followers will rally around him. It will be all over again what happened during the elections. The vitriol and toxicity in language, the bashing and insults, the utter disregard for decorum, and even strange styles that bind friends. Alam ko, meron sa inyo dyan na in-unfriend sa Facebook because you are on the opposite side. Sino na-unfriend sa inyo? Marami ba? Even among MSU1s, marami na-unfriend brothers and sisters dahil they were supporting opposite sides. The recent electoral exercise was so divisive that each one was now described as the politics of anger. Instead of building swords into plowshares, we unsheathed them to stab each other. We were pushing each other down instead of lifting them up, leaving us with lumps and bruises in our ego. Each of us was staring down the barrel of a breakdown in civility. Nakakalungkot po ang nangyari. Nag-away-away ang mga tao, nagkahiwalayan, hindi na magkakapatid, hindi na magkakaibigan. Ngunit, amidst all this squalor, we still have one country and one national leader. We have no choice. Even if, like some of you, I prefer another choice. I may be from Mindanao, but I voted for what I stood for, not for where I come from. For this to do this view, I don't mind if you do. I am just concerned by the belief that it doesn't prove mali ako. Ang binutuwang ko hindi nadalo. It doesn't prove also that yung binutuwang nyo nadalo ay tama kayo. It does not matter at all. The final reckoning is much later when the companions and chatter have long died down. But we must accept the people have spoken, and it was quite a loud one. In a democracy like ours, the will of the majority is primordial, isn't it? It is time to accept and reconcile. It's a season to heal and move on. I urge you to get behind the hand-wringing and set aside partisan differences. The question then in everyone's mind is, what can I do? Or, what should I do? Ano ang magagawa ko? Gagawin ko ba? My answer, Marami tayong gagawin. There's so much to be done. Hayaan nyo, you cannot control the deeds of others. Hayaan mo sila. And so, why not start with ourselves? If we want change, dapat magbabago tayo ng sarili natin. Change is not about shifting allegiance like what those political chameleons trooping to the background are doing. Nor is it simply replacing personalities in charge and institutions long entrenched. Change isn't only about rewriting or judging the rules to redress grievance and dispense justice. Neither is it merely an anti-establishment revolution of alternative ideas and processes. Change, in fact, and pagbabago must be more lasting than the passing of the torch from Pinoy to Ligo. Change is much louder than taglines that many shout today or posted in Facebook. More so, change isn't about fixing what is not broken. Bakit natin i-change kung wala naman problema? Correct? To me, therefore, change or pagbabago is about transforming yourself from a lesser mortal to a better person. This is the challenge that confronts each of you. I recall a classmate years ago. He conducted a seminar workshop, and when he asked, who wants change? All the attendants raised their hand. I want change. But then when he followed with, who wants to change? Nobody ever lifted a finger. Gusto ko change. And the next question, are you willing to change? Nobody raised their hand. I now ask all of you, are you willing to change? Are you willing to change? Will you change? Para lahat. 4 or 5 years ago, you stepped into this scholastic halls, unsure of what they promised to have. Thanks to divine providence, and your parents and your teachers and campus officials, you will march into the stage and be the Jew, but still uncertain of what the future holds. True, your diploma is a proof of your self-sacrifice and a symbol of your achievement. It's a family pride hung in your wall. It will be useful to rise above others. But remember, graduation is merely the first step in your journey of 1,000 heartaches. Soon, there will be more trials that will tug at your conscience and character before you reach the end of your road. Now, does finishing college make you better than others? Maybe. You are better than others who have now finished college. You are better than them. For the sake of argument, I say yes. but it is more than that. Your education should be a testimonial to your commitment to be a better person, not to be better than